No, check it out. Okay. Yes, in subscription, you have to do some changes. Correct. See this guy, Sarita, she already put it. Very good. Very good. Yes. So you need to do only that thing. So you understood, right? So guys, I'm really, I feel very good. This is what, when you get an errors, if you just put it in Google and try to troubleshoot, you can easily fix it. So these are all very small things. Okay. So this is how you should be doing. Very good. Okay. All right. So today, let's go with the rest of the things. So let me log in. Guys, can you please confirm? Can you see my screen and can you hear me well? Okay, ma. Nice. Okay. So let's go to S3. Okay, we don't have any buckets. Let's go ahead and create a bucket and say. So, okay, let's create a bucket first. Call it as 6 p.m. private BKT demo. So I go with ACLs disable. All are fine. Just create a bucket to see the options. Okay. Okay, so bucket got created. I go inside it. So what we did yesterday, we worked on the objects, right? And then we have seen all these things and we went to properties and we enabled, disabled it. You can disable the encryption if you want. And then server access logins we did, right? Cloud trails, events, event bridge, transfer action, object logs, all these things we have done, correct? Here we left with intelligent tiring archive configuration. So this is, guys, all these are all just some kind of, see, if you enable objects stored in intelligent storage class to tear down to archive access type or debug access type. Let's say, for example, this one is only which, do you remember storage classes? Standard, frequently access, infrequently access. And then in that we have one thing which is called intelligent tier. What is an intelligent tier? Unknown access patterns, correct? So he doesn't know how do he want to access it and what kind of patterns. So if you have the skins, so if you have few objects which is intelligent tier, there might be chances that that object is not used at all, correct? There might be chances that object is not used at all, that is not frequently used at all. So for those kind of objects, can we move it to archive tier so that we can save some money? Correct. So this one, intelligent tier archive configuration. So you can click on create. See here, you can give some name and then just you want intelligent tier objects which is not used for longer period of time. They will be moved to archive tier, or you can move it to deep archive access tier. It just give some name, and you want to do it for the whole bucket, or you want to do it for a particular prefix. Select this and enable it, and you want to archive it, or you want to deep archive it. Select and create it. If you do that, automatically your intelligent tier objects which is not used for longer period of time will be moved to archive access tier. This can be done in your real time. So coming to permissions. So block public access. Guys, now I created which type, public bucket or private bucket? Private. Anytime can you make it public? Yes. How? You just go and edit it and then uncheck this. If you uncheck this, that will become public. We'll come to bucket policy later. ACLs we have seen. So ACLs mean you can give access to everyone, right? Because these ACLs are disabled, no? We have selected ACLs enable or disable. That's why you cannot do anything, just only listen. So this is grayed out. If you have ACLs enable, you can give access to everyone. You can give access to some other authenticated users. You can give access to some groups. You can give it. But coming to CORS, this is the interesting one. Do you remember we discussed about the CORS? What is CORS? What is that used for? See in the book. Not in other bucket. Yeah. Okay. Sharing the objects from one bucket to another bucket. So can we say one bucket is like one origin? So let's say you have two buckets. The two buckets are two different origins, correct? So now what I do is, as a part of lab, guys, see here. I'll create one bucket. Can I call it as CORS bucket 1? No. Yes. I'll say CORS bucket 1. And I'll try to upload index.html. I'll enable static website hosting. Okay. And also in the same bucket, I'll upload load.html, another file. Can you tell me, can I call load.html in this index.html? Can I call it? I can call it, no? Easily. I can call it. So if you open index.html, you will get the content of index.html and also you'll get the content of load.html. Yes or no? Okay, let's say index.html is, this is CORS demo. That is the index.html. And you will get it, load.html, no? This is loading from same bucket. This is the content that I have put in the, this is the content I have put it in index.html, and this is the content that I have put it in the load.html. So guys, if I'm calling the load.html from the same bucket, can I able to see these two files? Yes. Now what I do, I'll create one more bucket and I call it as CORS bucket 2. So, and I upload load.html here. Can I call load.html using URL in this index.html? Can I call it? I can call it, but will it work? No, it will not work. Why? This object is not, this resource is not shared to any of the origin. Can I say CORS bucket 1 is one origin and CORS bucket is another origin? So where should we go and enable the CORS? Bucket 1 or 2? You need to go with the bucket 2 because from there you are accessing. That is the object you are accessing from the other bucket. So we need to go ahead and enable the CORS in bucket 2. So you are giving permission to which origin? Bucket 1. Right? You can give access to bucket 1 or you can give star. Star meaning for any origin, this load.html will work. Should we go and do this practical? So I'll create two public buckets. Okay, let's go and create. Guys, by the way, the task is clear, everyone? If it is not clear, please ask me. Is it clear? Online? Is it CC? Okay, absolutely clear. Huh? Okay, I'll explain it again. We already discussed this in theory, and again I discuss. Third time I'm discussing. Okay, see here, guys. So I'll create one bucket. Gopi. Venkata Naga Gopi. So I create a CORS bucket one bucket, which is public bucket, and I upload index.html and load.html. Okay. So can I call load.html in index.html? That in HTML script is there. I'll show you that HTML couple of lines. So now I enable the static website hosting and I open the URL, and this index.html data is this, load.html data is that. Can I able to see both of the lines? Because I'm calling the load.html from the same bucket. So the same load.html, I'm uploading it to another bucket. I'm calling load.html URL in index.html from other bucket. Will it work? No. So why? Because you will get the CORS issue. I'll show you that also. So in order to work, what you need to do? You need to enable the CORS. Where? Bucket 1, bucket 2. bucket 2 you need to enable. And you need to give the permission to whom? Bucket 1. Or you can give to everyone. Okay, na? Naga Gopi. So what we go, guys, we'll go and create a 2 buckets. So call it as 6 p.m. CORS bucket 1 demo. Can I say this like this? City, okay? So I want to make this public because I want to enable static website hosting. ACLs enable, disable. Enable. Check, uncheck. Versioning up to you. Not necessary. Go and create. Okay. So CORS bucket 1, we have it. So in this, what are the files I need to upload? Index.html and load.html. So I have written this. I just created it. See, index.html is there. I'm opening it. Do you see this? Just only some HTML file where I'm just putting the heading AWS S3 CORS demo. And can am I see here? I'm calling load.html here. So script JavaScript and load.html I'm calling. Where is this load.html? In the same bucket, on the same directory. Yes or no? That is, and if I open load.html, what is there? Nothing. It says this is loading from the same bucket. Can I upload this index.html, load.html both? Yes or no? Okay. So I'll go and upload these 2 things. And go and upload. What I need to do? I need to make it public. I have to make this public. And enable static website hosting, correct? Go to the bottom and then go and edit it. Enable it. And which one you need to put? Index.html. Save. Okay. So now, if I go to the properties and I open that URL, and how does it look? Can I get the 2 lines? Do you see this? Can I get the 2 lines? 2 lines are there. The one is from index.html and that is one load.html. Is working. Now, because I'm calling load.html from the same bucket. So now what I do, I'll create another bucket and upload load.html in another bucket and I call that load.html here now. Okay. Should I go and do it? So we need to create one more bucket now. Create bucket and call it as CORS bucket 2. And ACLs enable. Uncheck this. Okay. CORS bucket 2. Here, can I go and upload load.html? This is a load.html. I take it and upload it. So can I make it public? Okay. So now, how do I get the URL of this load.html? No, I just click on it. Do you see the URL? So copy this URL, guys, and then I need to edit index.html, no? And I put this URL there. So is it possible for me to edit in S3? No. So what I need to do, I open index.html. Okay. And then instead of load.html, now I'm calling from second bucket. Got it? I'm calling from the second bucket. Save. So that means I need to upload it back again to S3. Yes or no? So I need to upload it back to S3. Where in bucket 1, correct? In bucket 1, I'll go and upload the index.html again. Upload. Once I upload again, I need to make it public. Okay. Now, if I if I refresh this, can I able to see the second line? Yes or no? Let's see. Do you see this? It's gone. So what is the error that you get? Do you see this? If you open inspect and go to console, do you see this? Has been blocked by CORS policy. So generally for developers, you will get this kind of issues. So developers, they develop the website and they'll call the images and files from different buckets. Sometimes you will get this kind of problems. So in that case, what we need to do now, in order to make this work, enable the CORS. Where? In which bucket? In bucket 2. From bucket 2 only, we are calling load.html. So now I go to bucket 2, go to permissions, and we have bucket, we have CORS now here, right? Edit. So before editing it, click on learn more. We can copy that snippet, JSON snippet. Do you see CORS configuration? Click on it. And do you see this JSON script? This is a URL. I'm putting it to everyone. Take it and copy this code. This is the JSON script. So now go here and then edit and then paste. So now you are giving permissions to which origin? Bucket 1. Correct? You have this, no? This is a URL, no? This URL, you need to put it here. Or you can put simply star. If you put star, meaning this load.html can be accessed by any origin. But if you want to be specific, copy this URL and put it here. Is that clear? And save. Now I got your, this is the only way. There is no enable disable button. So you need to put this. So now I have only one origin. If you have multiple origins, can you just list down the URLs here in this allow origins? You can put the list down the URLs. Or if you put star, it will be for everyone. Now, if I go and refresh, will this work? So if I refresh it and I get this. Do you see the CORS error now anymore? No, because we have enabled the CORS and we got the load.html from the other bucket. You see the live one. So generally we get this kind of issues. Generally this one, nowhere you see CORS actually, it's a concept at all. So because I face many times in my company this kind of issues, so I thought to share this with the sample files. Is it clear? Online clear, everyone? Super. So that is CORS. And coming to metrics, guys, what is the use of metrics? What is the total bucket size? Now, do we have any size? We don't have any files. Couple of files are there, right? So total bucket size, if we have a huge storage, I mean, if you have a huge files inside it in your real time, so there you'll get the nice, what is the size of your bucket, how much GB it is. And then how many total number of objects you have. You can get it. You can see it 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks data, you can see it. And then here you have a storage class analysis. What is this? So let's say you have this bucket and you have so much of data inside it. You have thousands of files and folders. You have so many files. Now, do you know by just looking, this particular object is frequently used and not frequently used? No, no. So you might have so many files and you cannot identify which file is frequently used, which file is not frequently used. So then in that case, what you can do is you can do the analysis here, storage class analysis. That meaning which object is using in what frequency, and this will give you a suggestion to move to which storage class. If the objects are not frequently used, can you move it infrequently? Yes. But is it possible for us to do it manually for all? No. So you get the storage class analysis. Analyze storage access patterns to help you to decide when to transition objects to the appropriate storage class. This is just an analysis. You don't need to do anything here. So click on create configuration. So give some name. You want to do it for the entire bucket. That's it. Enable the CSV or enable this. And you want to store in the bucket, put it. CSV is nothing but your Excel sheet. So once you create this, it will take how many hours? 24 hours to generate. So if you have huge files, so many files, number of files, what does it do? If you enable this, it will analyze the access patterns of all your objects and will give a report. By seeing that report, can you easily identify, these objects can be stored to, these objects can be transitioned to infrequently, or these objects can be transferred to Glacier. So you can decide and you can create it. And what is the concept that you can move from the storage class from the objects from one storage class to another storage class? Lifecycle manager. So by getting this analysis, this report, using this report, can you create lifecycle management policies? So it's just an analysis purpose. Clear? You don't need to do anything here. Don't do it because it will take 24 hours to get the report. And do we have any objects inside it to give the report? No. This is when you're real time, you can do it. Replication metrics. Did we learn about CRR, SRR? What is CRR? We know RRR, sir, not CRR. Cross-region replication. What is that? Cross-region replication. SRR, same region replication. Cross-region replication meaning what? You have two buckets. If from one bucket, if you want to replicate to another bucket, you go for CRR. And whatever the objects you are uploading in the bucket one, automatically will be replicated to bucket two. Okay, we'll see. So that kind of replication, if you want to see the metrics, how it is getting replicated, what are the objects got replicated, how much time it is taking. So you can see the metrics here. You can monitor the total number and size of the objects pending replication, maximum replication time to the destination region, and replication failures. So, but this is enabled now? No, it is not. Do you see here? So guys, first of all, what we need to do is, I'll show you how to enable it. Is it possible to enable it now here? No. For this, what you need to do, go to management. Here we need to create a replication rules. Once you create replication rules, this metrics is not but monitoring only, no. This will be monitor will be available. Okay. Now let's go to management. Before I go to replication rules, should we go and create lifecycle rules? What is lifecycle rule? Just now we learned, right? Lifecycle management. If you want to move the objects from one storage class to another storage class, how do you do it? Using lifecycle management. Can we create a rules inside it? Okay, let me give one real example. Now, when I upload an object, after 30th day, automatically should move to IA, infrequently access. After 90th day, it should be moving to the Glacier. After 365 days, the object should be get deleted automatically. Can we take this scenario? Yes or no? So remember, this lifecycle rules can be done for your current versions also, for your previous versions also. There are two types of actions. What are those? Transition and expiration. What are the two options you have in lifecycle manager? Transition and expiration. Transition meaning what? Moving the object from one storage class to another storage class. Expiration meaning what? Deleting the object after a certain period of time. Should we even create a rule now? Guys, all these things, it's not like you have to do it. It is based on the requirement, you need to do it. Okay. So how to create it? See here, create lifecycle rule. Click it. Say that you want to move from standard frequently access to infrequently access to Glacier. You can give any name. I'm just giving the direct name. So you want to do this lifecycle configuration for your entire bucket, only for a subfolder. It's up to you. It's up to you. So I'm putting it for all the object, all the entire bucket. Yes or no, guys? You got this in your bucket. This is the bucket. You have so many folders, no? In your bucket, you might have folders or you might have the objects directly, right? You want to apply for the entire bucket or you want to apply for only particular folder. It's up to you. It's based on your requirement. Okay. So now I'm applying for the entire bucket. See here, life cycle rule actions. I told you, you can do it for your current versions or I can do it for your non-current version also. Okay. So now, okay, let's move. You select move current version of the objects between. So select the first one. So by default, all your objects will be in which storage class? Standard frequently accessed. And from here, you are moving to infrequently. Select it. After how many days? 30 days. What is the minimum duration? 30 only. Can I move it to 40, 50 also? It's up to you. But minimum should be 30. After 30th day, automatically your object storage class will be moved from frequently accessed to infrequently accessed. Okay, now add transition. You can do one more transition, up to you. You want to move it to intelligent error, move it. You want to 1.0 IA, move it. You want to glacier, move it. It's up to you. So which is the scenario that we thought? Move it to glacier. So which one? Move it to glacier. Guys, glacier, what is the minimum number of days? 90. So already 30 days completed. How many days left? 60. So select 60. Got it? And you see, here you have checkboxes, guys. Whichever you want, you select it. And can I select expire current versions? Select it. And you want to delete it after how many days? 365 days. It's up to you. You want to delete after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year? Up to you. See here, guys. Now this is my requirement. See, do you see this? Day 0, your objects will be uploaded. At day 30th, automatically objects will be moved to IA. And after 60th day, your objects will be moved to glacier. After 365 days, your object will be expired. That means deleted. So if you configure this rule, you don't need to do anything. Just keep on uploading it. Automatically, it will change the storage class to like this and will move it and it will delete it automatically. There might be a requirement in your real time. Let's say your manager will say, hey, let me give a real time example. Your manager will say that, can we store all the backups in S3? All the normal backups, any kind of backups you can store it, no? Okay. Your manager will say, hey, Gopi, upload all the backups in S3. And he will also say that, tell me backups will be regularly used? No, no. Backup meaning backup. Once in a while we use it. And if you are not using for 30 days, will you keep it in a standard frequently access? So your manager will say, hey, Gopi, from after 38 days or after 30 days or 40 days or 50 days, move it to infrequently access. And then slowly move because if you move to infrequently access, that means no one is using. And then after certain period of time, move it to glacier. After certain period, the backups you go and delete. Is it possible for you to go and do it manually? Note it down at 30th day, note it down at this much day and go it? No. You create a rule. And can you enable the rule for only for particular subfolder also? Keep your backups in one folder. In your bucket, keep it in one folder. Enable the rule for that bucket, for that folder. Real time. Got it? Yes, it will be in glacier. Correct, Bhavana. Understood, guys? So this is a certification question. So can you do it for your non-current versions also? Yes, you can do it. Okay. So create rule. See, rules can be anytime go and disable you can disable the rule. You can delete the rule. You can edit the rule. Can we create multiple lifecycle rules also? If you create the lifecycle rule for the whole bucket, does it make any sense to create one more rule? No. So you create it only for us. If you created it for a particular prefix or subfolder, you can create multiple lifecycle rules. Do you all understood how to create lifecycle rules? Is it clear, Nana? Online, everyone? Hmm? No, you have to only select it. Okay. So now, should we go and suppose have created one for folder and one for full bucket? Is there any preference? You should not do like that, no. As an AWS engineer, and as agent, so Arpita is asking, sir, I have created one lifecycle rule for the whole bucket, and I have created for subfolder. Which one will take the precedent? As an engineer, as an AWS engineer, as you are handling it, will you able to do this kind of conflict rules? Don't do it. Okay, doesn't make any sense. Okay, so now let's talk about replication rules. Replication rules is nothing but CRR. So you create one bucket, you create another bucket, source bucket, destination bucket, and I create a rule in my bucket one. Whatever I upload objects in bucket one will be automatically replicated to bucket two. Should we do it? Okay. For this, how many buckets I need to create? 2 buckets. Let's go and create a program. Call it as 6 p.m. CRR. Okay. Bucket BKT1 demo. I am creating it in bucket one in Mumbai. Guys, doesn't matter. Is it private and public? Doesn't matter for replication. It's just replicating it. Okay. You can go with the private also, no issues. But I told you for CRR, versioning, enabling the versioning is mandatory, correct? Huh? It's there, no, in written. So what we need to do, we need to go ahead and then enable the version. For CRR, versioning should be enabled. So I just go and create a bucket. Can I go and create one more bucket also? Yes. Call it as CRR bucket 2. Guys, this is same region or cross region? So that meaning I need to create the bucket in Mumbai or different region? Different region. But if you're creating in the same region, yes, RR will happen. Same concept, bucket region difference. So here I'm going and doing it for, should I put it in Ireland? Select Ireland. So we need to enable the versioning. Create bucket. Okay. So now I'm in bucket one. So I open into different tabs. Okay. So bucket one. Guys, the first tab is bucket one. Okay. And the second tab is bucket two. So do we have any data in bucket two? So in bucket one, so now your requirement is, what is your requirement? If anyone is copying, if anyone is creating any objects, uploading any objects in bucket one, should get replicated to bucket two. So that meaning where you should create the CRR? One only, no? You need to go and create it in one. How to create it? Go to management. Oh, Chitti, access points. Did you complete access points? You simply said everything done. Oh, Pavanveer completed. Super. Appudu eppudu chestaru? Completed, huh? Salute. Very good. Super. I love that kind of. Super, guys. Very good. Okay. So you created access points for, you created subfolders and created access point and assigned to the subfolders, correct? Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Impressed. Good. Okay. So now let's go to replication rules. So in bucket one, we need to go and create a replication rule. Create replication rule. So give a name, replication to Ireland. Give some name. Enable it. See here, guys. And by the way, I told you in your book in Paint, replication can be done in the same region and can also done in the same account, can also be done in another account also, correct? Yes or no? Yes. Your destination bucket should be in the can be in the same account, or the destination bucket can be in another account also. Both. Very good. Okay. So now your source bucket is this, region is this, source region. Guys, you want to do the replication only for particular subfolder or for the entire bucket? For now, I'm going for entire bucket. Destination. Can you choose the bucket in this account or another account? Which account? In this account. Can you do it in another account also? By giving the account ID, you can give it. So choose a bucket in this account and bucket name. Which is a bucket name? CRR bucket 2. So make sure that you are in the bucket should be in different region. That is why it call it as CRR. If you have selected in the same region, it will become SRR. No difference, only the bucket change, region change. Select this, choose. So here, choose from existing role. We'll ask to create a new role. You can create by yourself also, but why you need to do that? Ask AWS to create a role for you. Because one bucket data has to be copied to another bucket. No, they need to have permission, right? So automatically AWS will create an inline policy and create a role and attach to this. Automatically do it. So create a new role. See here, guys. Now your source bucket has let's say your source bucket has encryption objects. What is this replication? Nothing but you're copying the objects to another bucket. Replication meaning what? Copying to the another bucket. So let's say you're in a source bucket, your object is encrypted. So you want to copy that encrypted objects or not? Is this option? Replicate objects encrypted with KMS. If you select this, select the key which you want to encrypt it. Otherwise, no need. It's up to you now. Based on a requirement, you need to select it. Destination storage class. In your source bucket, let's say your object is infrequently accessed. You want to change it to infrequently? No need. If at all you want, you have a requirement, select this, change the storage class. Okay. And here do you see additional replication options? Generally, these are all additional advanced things. But let's go and see. We have RTC, not RTC buses. Replication time control. So you can, so what is the maximum replication time? Maximum 15 minutes. How much? Automatically 99.9%, 99.99% of objects will be replicated within 15, not 15 minutes, immediately get replicated. But AWS will give the maximum of 15 minutes. But if you want to make sure, now I want to get replicated immediately, enable this, but additional fees will apply. Ho jayega. Right? Automatically it get replicated. But if you know, I want to get replicated within 15 minutes, mandatory. So enable this. Do you need to enable this? No need. Replication metrics in our before tab, it was grayed out, no? Metrics. In metrics section, in metrics section, the replication metrics was grayed out. If you enable this, replication metrics will be enabled. But don't do this because fees is apply. If you click it, what will happen? A graph will come. That's it. But don't do it. Delete marker replication. In your source bucket, if you delete it, delete marker will be there, no? If you delete in the source bucket, that object will be deleted automatically in the destination bucket? No. If you enable this, delete marker will get replicated. That means what will happen? This object will be pasak. In the destination bucket, object will be deleted automatically. Okay, na? If at all you want. If at all you want. Replication modification sync. This is related to metadata. All the information of your data, you want to replicate that entire metadata, you want to replicate, otherwise no. So these are all additional options. If at all you want, you select, otherwise no. Is it clear now? Can I go and create it now? Save. And it will ask, I told you, existing objects will be replicated. You in previous console, maybe few months back, they don't have this dialog box. You had to manually copy the existing files will be replicated. No. existing objects in your source bucket will not be replicated. Because the CRR rule is created after that, no? Now, they have enabled, you want to, if you say yes, what will happen? Existing objects will be replicated. If you say no, it will not. It's up to you, no? If you have huge, so many objects and you want to replicate it, it will create a one-time batch operation job will get created. Did we talk about it in theory? Batch operations. Tipundri. See the book. Last page. Batch operations. When we talk about requester pace, event notification, batch operations. Batch operations there, no? What is that? Read. If you want to do the bulk operation. So this is bulk operation only, no? Copying the existing objects is a bulk operation. So this one-time batch operation will get created and it will get replicated. Okay, na? You don't need to do anything, that will do. So now I say no and click on submit. So here it is there, batch operations on the left side. Okay. If at all you want to do it, can you create batch operations? Yes, you can create the batch operations. Okay. Do you all understood how to create a replication rule? Yes or no? Created, no? So should we go and try to upload in CORS in CRR bucket 1 and try, and we'll see it will replicate it to bucket 2. Let's upload. Should I upload image 1? Upload. Image 1 got uploaded in bucket 1. Now it should get replicated to bucket 2. Should I go to the next tab? This is CRR bucket 2, no? So where is the refresh button? Here is the refresh button. Refresh. Wait. At least you need to wait, no? Immediately, secondly will come, no, right? So wait, let's refresh. Do you see this? Image 1 got replicated now. Okay. Like this, if you create the replication rule and leave it, and anyone, let's say, okay, now I say we have Gopi. Gopi has nice movies, nice picture. He maintains nice movies, nice picture. Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, Kollywood, Malayalam, everything. What I do, I go to his account and create a CRR rule. Whenever he try to upload any new movie, automatically it will come to me. Correct or not? Right? So you can create a replication rules like this. So our different accounts also, we can do it in the same account also, in different region also, same region also, anywhere you can do this replication rules. Of course. Yes. It will be for both of you because the data is saved in your bucket, right? And that will be charged based on the size and data transfer that will get charged. Okay. Is it clear? CRR? Excellent. And last one here we have inventory configurations. What is that? Inventory configurations. So inventory configurations meaning generally what is inventory? Inventory. You know, go downs. Yeah, so much of data. I mean, so much of things will be there. If I ask you to go and get the details of the entire items, so you go and list down, no, everything one to end to end. That's called inventory. Whatever the data you have, it listing is nothing but inventory. So now, as a manager, I asked, hey, what type of subfolders are there? What type of objects are there? Are they encrypted? Not encrypted? Did you create a lifecycle rules? What can you give the inventory of that bucket? Will you keep on listing one by one by hand? Simply click on create inventory configuration. Give the name. You want to do the inventory only for current versions or include all versions? You want the report. You want the report in this account or different account, select it. And you want a daily report, weekly report. and you want the output in CSV file or whichever you selected. And then here, what all the things that you need? Object size, last modified, replication, encryptions, ACL, storage class, whichever you want to have the information, select all this and create it. Once you create it, what will happen? Automatically a report will be generated. CSV file will be generated. And throw this CSV files to your manager face. Babu, you ask the inventory, no? Take this. And if you have data in CSV file, can you go and sort to filter? You can do whatever you want to do, no? You can do it, everything. Clear? Everyone? Easy? Super. Access point, I asked you to do it. Those who have not done it, please do it. And also those who have already done, give some steps to others in the WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, just put how to create it. Just right now, one small notepad, you write it. Step 1, create this. Step 2, create this. Step 3, create this, and then access it. Okay. S3, FASAC, end-to-end. Okay. Any questions? Clearer? Any questions? So your tasks would be, do you want the CORS, these index files? I'll share it to you. Whom should I share? I'll upload in there. Where? Classroom, I'll upload. There is a question, how to assign DNS to static website? Where? Route 53, no? But did we learn about Route 53 yet? There is a topic, there is a next service which will come. There we'll learn the Route 53. There I'll create, yes, through CLI only. Sarita, through CLI only. Once we learn CLI, then you can implement MTUs. Yeah. Okay. So I'll make you comfortable on CLI also. Don't worry. We'll try to install, we'll try to run some couple of commands, and we'll how to configure it, how to use securely, everything we'll learn. So the leftover task in S3. So CORS, I have given neatly one by one. I mean, step by step, you can use that CORS. So I'm putting this step 9. And by the way, guys, CRR implementation. Can you do the implementation from bucket 1 to bucket 2? CRR. Just now we did. Can you do it from bucket 2 to bucket 3? And I want you to do bucket 1 to bucket 3 also. Let's see how it happens. Permutations and combinations. SRR. And there is one exploring task, guys, here. One task. Easy. But that is real-time task. Okay. Can you create 2 IAM users? Call user 1, user 2. Can you create 2 buckets? User 1 bucket, user 2 bucket. When user 1 has logged in, he should be able to access only user 1 bucket. He should not use user 2. And whenever user 2 has logged in, and he should be able to use only user 2 bucket, not user 1. Can you restrict it? How do you do it? Using IAM policies. You can go with IAM policies, or you can go with the bucket policies also. So I want you to do it in the both the way. So create an IAM policy and achieve it, and try with the bucket policy also. Okay. Access point. And also, guys, see, for developers, mostly these developers, what they do, they upload the objects, files, webs, everything to S3. They need to have super speed to S3. Is it possible those who are those who using S3 very frequently in daily in his company, his work is on only on S3. So just imagine if the work is only on S3 for that employee, is it good that you open the console, click on upload, drag, drop, this upload, all these options is little bit time taking, no? So for this, in order to do easy work on S3, there is a tool called S3 browser. Which one? It's a free tool. You can download it from internet. Did I download it here? S3 browser. What is that? See. Go to Google and just type S3 browser download. S3 browser will download it. And it will ask access key, secret key. Can you give your access key and secret key? Guys, if you give it, okay, I'll give it. I'll show you right away. I'll go to IAM. That is just a model. There is no practical on it. Wow, there are two users here. Venkata. I hope he has not logged in at all to my account. Okay, now. Okay, I go here. I go to security credentials and then create keys. Chitty. I copy this key. Can I put it here? Huh? Oh, can I put it here? And a secret key. Put it here and then add. Once I add it, see, all my bucket got listed here. All my buckets got listed here. See? Right? Easy. So from here, you can upload directly, upload files, download, you can do. It is an easy tool where you can, for S3, it is an easy tool, easy purpose. So you don't need to go to console and do click that, this and all. Here only you can do all kind of operations. You can create buckets here itself. You can refresh, you can copy, you can download. You see, so transfer acceleration, CORS configuration, change storage class. See here, they're in the tool. See, they're in the tool. Right? Encryptions, you want to encrypt, decrypt, right? Everything you have it. Whatever we do it in the S3 console, you can do it from here itself. So install this, download this, and try to do something from here. Okay. Similarly, for Glacier, in Glacier, what do we create? Huh? Vaults. What do we create? Vaults. Vaults contains what? Archives. Right? So here also, you no need to go to Glacier and then create it. You can download a fast Glacier and try to create vault, but it is just optional for you, but you can try it out. Okay. So can you do these things? So CRR implementation. Okay, take those. So once you're done with this, I'll delete those keys. Okay, guys, any questions? So please go ahead and delete all these things one by one. Please ask questions if you have any. But we should admit it. A lot of practicals, correct? A lot of practicals for each and every topic. We are doing the practicals. Yes, I'll share the files. Yes. But yeah, I'll share the files. No problem. Okay, everything is clean. Super. So I hope there are no questions. So will you complete your labs, guys, on S3? Okay, I know you will complete it for sure. So, so as if you're doing, if you don't have any questions, then we can wind up and let's jump tomorrow with the next service. Can you give the final CC for today, guys? Suspense. CC. Sure. Okay, so that is all, guys, for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and good night. And take care, guys. Stay safe and drive